酱油的。
不是，它顺丰了，它这边都不用管了。耶，它这边没有船桨的。
During the Spring Festival, Renchang Ancient Town gathers all the warm and festive New Year vibes of Jiangnan, blending them into one stretch of clear river water. A river runs through the whole ancient town, with waterfront streets stretching along both banks. Crowds of visitors wander everywhere on the bluestone paths, filled with constant laughter and cheerful chatter. Strings of red lanterns hang densely under riverside corridors, stone railings, and the doorways of riverside houses, casting soft, warm crimson gulls. Every stone arch bridge across the water is wrapped with bright red silk blessing pouches fluttering in the wind. Wherever your eyes land along the rivers, streets, and bridges, there are rippling shades of vivid red, vibrant yet gentle with the unique charm of water towns. Dark canopied black-awning wooden boats moor quietly at the docks. Boatmen push their oars gently, letting the boats drift slowly through arch decorated with red ornaments. The dark boat roofs contrast beautifully with rows of red lanterns lining both banks. Each sweep of the oar ripples the river, breaking countless reflections of lanterns and red silk floating on the water, making scarlet lights shimmering across every wave. On one side flows the river carrying drifting boats with soft oar sounds. On the other side lies bustling street stalls full of mortal liveliness. Red silk ornaments drape all along covered corridors and twist around ancient stone bridges. Voices of tourists, slow oar creaks, and vendors' calls weave together harmoniously. Free from artificial over commercial decoration, it delivers an authentic Chinese New Year atmosphere steeped in the misty moisture of Jiangnan water towns. Red lanterns greet you every step you take, and every boat ride unfolds a poetic water town view. The ancient streets stretch endlessly alongside the river, lined with endless red silk and lanterns. Black-awning boats shuttle back and forth amid the sea of festive red. Lantern lights shimmers on the waves, red silk dances in breeze, and chatter drifts along the current. This is the most breathtaking scroll of Spring Festival, hidden deep within Shaoxing's water town, Anchang. During Spring Festival, along both riverside corridors of Renchang Ancient Town, beyond rows of red lanterns, fluttering red blessing silks and shuttling black-awning wooden boats. Every street stall unfolds the traditional craftsmanship and authentic seasonal flavors of Jiangnan. Stone pads with lively warm portal. Handicraft stalls line the walkway, displaying delicate hand-woven bamboo goods. Natural bamboo baskets of varying sizes are stacked neatly with simple, earthy textures. Tiny refined bamboo coasters and bowling mats are laid out in order, woven from thin bamboo strips with intricate weaves, carrying the gentle warmth of handmade craft and rustic watertown charm. Adjacent snack stalls and mixed aromas drifting over the air, showcasing an array of soft glutinous desserts. Colorful green rice cakes, Tianguan, and sesame glutinous rice cakes smack piled high on bamboo trays, their chewy wrappers wrapped in sweet fillings. Beloved soft treats for every visitor. Hanging all along the eaves are Anchang's signature cured meats. Glossy reddish cured pork and Chinese sausages dangle in rows, alongside air-dried soy-braised ducks, soy pork ribs, and dried fish. The wind carries rich savory soy and cured meat fragrance, embodying the hearty festive spirit of Lunar New Year. A full range of classic traditional candies and fills every stall, crisp malt sugar, and crispy sesame candy packed in paper bags and wooden boxes. Tangy hawthorn sugar gourds stuck on straw wraps. Silky cool wood lotus jelly drizzled with sweet osmanthus honey for a refreshing bit. Fermented bean curd sealed in earthen jars with a distinct mellow aroma, perfect paired with steamed buns or congee. Sun-dried bamboo tender shoots, a staple for daily meals and New Year provisions. Steam curls up constantly from hot food stalls. Fermented rice steamed buns are fluffy and soft, bursting with mild rice wine sweetness and bitminted. Pan-fried Shaoxing stinky tofu boasts crispy outer skin and tender inside, tasting exceptional with house-made chili sauce. Scalding osmanthus glutinous rice balls are served in rough ceramic bowls. Golden osmanthus blossoms floating in sweet warm soup to soothe the heart. Fresh steamed buns and pastries come out of bamboo steamers non-stop. Sweet homemade aromas spreading across the entire savory delicacies and handmade crafts fill both riverbanks. Black-awning boats drift slowly under arch bridges draped with red lanterns and silk. One side holds flowing rivers and boat silhouettes wrapped in festive red. The other brims with bamboo clouds and countless flavors. The chatter of tourists, creaking oars, vendors' calls, and mingling food aromas blend together seamlessly. This is the vivid, immersive spring festival charm of Anchang, where sight, smell, and taste all embrace the tender warmth of old-time. After wandering along the riverside promenade lined with red lanterns and shuttling black-awning boats, venturing deeper into the ancient town leads you to Tianguan mansion of the heavenly official, a culturally rich compound steeped in centuries of history. Originally the official residence of a Qing Dynasty Ministry of Personnel Scholarship official, the compound was later converted into a state-owned grain mill, and now operates as a cultural park integrating grain storage, rice processing, rice wine brewing, and authentic local cuisine, preserving the timeless farming and brewing charm of ancient Jiangnan. Stepping into Tianguan, visitors are greeted by a fully preserved vintage granary and rice mill space. The spacious brick and timber barn retains its original structure, housing a complete set of retro grain processing and take rice machines. Husky mills and grain sievers stand intact, their metal frames marked with jaded scratches from decades of use. Giant grain silos tower indoors, recalling the days when tens of thousands of paddies of rice were stored here. Sunlight filters through aged wooden lattice windows, carrying the faint lingering aroma of the rice grain, faithfully recreating the daily operation of a mid-20th century rural rice mill and showcasing traditional grain collection, milling, and storage workflows. Adjacent to the old granary sits the town's renowned rice wine brewery, where rich mellow rice wine fragrance drifts through the entire compound. Rows of earthen wine jars are neatly stacked inside the workshop, stocked with sweet fermented rice, osmanthus wine, and aged carved flower Shaoxing wine. Bottled wine products of all styles are available for visitors to purchase as souvenirs. The brewery opens its traditional production area for tours, allowing guests to observe time-honored Shaoxing wine-making steps including rice soaking, fermentation, and jar sealing, and diving into thousands of years of local brewing heritage. The brewery also features a cozy dining lounge for tired wanderers to savor authentic Watertown dishes infused with rice wine. Signature plates include soybean braised ribs, wine-lease fish, and cured meat stir-fries. A wide selection of classic street snacks matching those along the riverfront are also served. Fluffy fermented rice steamed buns, piping hot osmanthus glutinous rice balls, crispy tender stinky tofu, icy wood lotus jelly, savory dried bamboo shoots, and fermented bean curds. Pair any meal with a cup of warm rice wine for a perfect balance of salty, sweet, and aromatic flavors. Tianguan weaves together official residence history, industrial relics of the old grain mill, time-honored rice wine brewing culture, and indigenous regional food. On one side lies weathered vintage rice processing machines and solid grain silos brimming with old memories. On the other stretches the wine workshop lined with clay jars and wrapped in lasting wine aromas. The casual dining area offers a peaceful spot to taste genuine Shaoxing flavors. Unlike the bustling crowds along the river, this compound carries a quiet, profound sense of time. From ancient scholarly official farming traditions, to modern grain industry, to contemporary brewing and cuisine, Tianguan encapsulates the everlasting scent of rice and wine that defines Renchang Ancient Town. After wandering along the riverside promenade lined with red lanterns in Renchang, you will reach Renchang Soy Sauce Garden, a century-old time-honored workshop filled with rich mellow soy sauce aroma. Founded in the Guangzhou period of the Qing dynasty with a history of over 130 years, this Chinese classic brand was featured in a bit of China, inheriting Shaoxing's intangible cultural heritage of traditional soy sauce brewing culture. The moment you step into the garden, a natural, balanced, savory fragrance drifts towards you mixed with the fresh breeze of the town water. Thousands of traditional stone vats are neatly arranged in the open-air sun-drying yard. Workers stir the fermenting paste at fixed hours following ancient craftsmanship. The whole brewing cycle strictly follows the seasons, making koji in spring, exposing the paste to intense summer sunlight, and extracting finished soy sauce in autumn. Relying purely on natural sun and dew for slow fermentation, authentic brewed soy sauce is crafted with great patience. The shop boasts a full range of fermented condiments. Its signature treasure is the exclusive mother-son soy sauce, which requires 2 full years to produce through a unique craft. In the first year, soybeans are brewed into base soy sauce known as the mother. In the second year, wheat-made sauce cakes are soaked in the mother soy sauce and sun-dried for another 6 months to form the son. After dual fermentation, the sauce turns glossy reddish-brown with a thick texture, balanced salty-sweet flavor, and lingering rich aroma. It serves as the core seasoning for Anchang's signature preserved duck, sausages, soy ribs, and dried fish. Besides classic mother-son soy sauce, the store sells handcrafted rice vinegar, aged black vinegar, handmade fermented bean curd, and other traditional brewed products. A variety of soy sauce-themed souvenirs and condiment gift sets are also available for visitors to take home a taste of Anchang's iconic savory flavor. While preserving age-old techniques, this old brand also creates innovative seasonal snacks for all visitors. In hot summer, the viral hit soy sauce ice cream becomes a must-try treat. Blended with mother-son soy sauce in a perfect proportion, the creamy ice cream carries a subtle savory note that cuts through milk sweetness, delivering an unexpected, delightful balance of salty and sweet. When cold winter arrives, it switches to warm soy sauce-baked pancakes. The crispy yet tender flatbread is infused with the distinctive rich umami of soy sauce, warming up travelers after strolling through the cold ancient streets. These 2 seasonal limited snacks bring the classic soy sauce flavor to younger audiences and draw crowds of young tourists. From the profound history of thousands of ancient brewing vats to creative seasonal soy sauce snacks, Renchang Soy Sauce Garden Unit ES century-old brewing art, authentic Watertown taste, and innovative flavors. Surrounded by pervasive soy fragrance, you can experience the profound 1,000-year heritage of Shaoxing's vat brewing culture, as well as taste unique surprises from the fusion of tradition and creativity. It is an unmissable culinary landmark during any trip to Anchang Ancient Town.
然后或者过元宵会用的这种花灯。这个呢是螃蟹。
As dusk falls over Anchang and Shaoxing, the mild water town of daytime, straight and endless lantern lights, and both
他们
riverbanks
都会用
are
的花
fully
灯。
decked out with festive illuminations,
在古代叫
instantly
滚灯。
recreating the bustling night streets of Jiangnan during the
他们
Song
呢是会里
Dynasty,
面放
as
蜡
if
烛，然
stepping
后
into an
滚动的
ancient
时候
scroll
呢，
painting
是
of a
和这
sleepless
个
riverside town.
外面的是
Warm
分
light
开。
strips stretch
所以怎么
endlessly
滚呢？
along
它这个蜡烛
riverside
都不会
corridors,
烧着，
stone
但是
bridge
现在呢，我们
railings
就把
and
它改成了
waterside
里面就
houses
是放
on
了一个
both
灯
sides
泡
of the
这
canal.
样做的一个
Soft glows
灯。
flow down black tiles and white plaster walls, reflecting on the calm river to form rippling scarlets and silver shimmers. A rich array of traditional lanterns hangs everywhere beyond standard round red lanterns. There are Watertown-themed craft lanterns, vivid fish lanterns, clawed crab lanterns, delicate shrimp lanterns, plus rolling lanterns inherited from Southern Song folk customs, swaying gently in the breeze with lively charm. Every lantern carries auspicious blessings rooted in folk culture. Fish lanterns sound identical to surplus in Chinese, symbolizing abundance and surplus every year. Crab lanterns feature 8 legs towards spreading all directions, representing wealth arriving from all corners and smooth progress in all matters. Shrimp lanterns stand for a smooth, rising life path, while round rolling lanterns embody family reunion and rolling good fortune. Thousands of colorful lanterns draped the covered walkways and stone bridges, weaving together red and multicolored glimmers. Black-awning boats slowly drifted under arch bridges, trailing ribbons of lantern reflections across the water. The whole scene perfectly matches the poetic vision of song-era rivers lined with endless lanterns and bustling streets. Nightfall never dims the town's earthly liveliness. Street stalls and waterside restaurants remain vibrant. Glossy cured pork, sausages, air-dried soy sauce ducks, and dried fish still hang under the eaves, their savory soy aroma drifting on evening breezes. Restaurants glow with warm lamplight and curling steam, serving osmanthus glutinous rice balls, stinky tofu, winely side dishes, and authentic Shaoxing rice wine. Visitors wander the bluestone paths, admiring river lantern reflections while breathing in the scent of cured meats and street snacks. The chatter of tourists, creaking oars, vendors' calls, and flowing river water blend in harmony. Less crowded than daytime, the night holds a unique gentle tranquility. Anchang is a poetic tranquil water town by day, yet transforms into a living Song Dynasty marketplace after dark. Illuminated river strips, hundreds of glowing folk lanterns bearing heartfelt wishes, and warm food stalls soothe wandering footsteps. This one-of-a-kind soft yet lively nocturnal charm cannot be found during daylight hours. May these riverside lanterns and earthly warmth stay in your memories. See you next time in Jiangnan.